Today, we're gonna start with week 3. Why do little things matter? Move on page 68. We are gonna answer some vocabulary questions before reading the story in our awesome reader. Match the following vocabulary questions. 1. Micro means very big, very important, or very small. 2. Circle the things that have lenses. 3. Fill in the blanks with the words from the box. You have lens, investigate, microscope, magnify, and microscopic. You use a to look at things which are too small to see with the naked eye. A glass is used to the image or make it bigger. This helps scientists, the world and our bodies more closely. 10. You're gonna draw what you think you will see if you put a drop of ocean under a microscope. You'll draw it here. 10. We're gonna move to the next page and you're gonna fill out the following anticipation guide. So before reading, you are writing if it is true or false. And the statement is, a magnifying glass is a kind of microscope. What do you think, guys? True or false? The second, eyeglasses were invented in China. True or false? Looking through two lenses instead of one can magnify an image even more. True or false? And the last one, many different inventors have worked on improving the microscope. True or false? Then we're gonna move to our awesome reader and we're gonna open the story Microscopy Life and How We Got to See It. Once we finish with the story, we're gonna check our answers. You answer before reading if it was true or false each statement. Now we're gonna check if it is true or false according to the story. Then we're gonna move on exercise 6. We're gonna label the missing parts of this modern microscope with words from the box. Lens, base, eyepiece, or specimen stage. Then we're gonna match each object to its magnified image. You have leaf, bacteria, and human hair. Then we're gonna move to the next page and we're gonna continue reading about the microscope. We're gonna read the first part of this story and we're gonna answer the questions below. 1. Why do things look different from a microscope? 2. What's the difference between a telescope and a microscope? 3. What might it be difficult to know for sure when the first magnifying glass was invented? 4. The author writes that microscopes show us surprising new worlds right under our noses. Explain what the author means in your own words. 5. How are microscopes very useful for scientific investigations? Exercise 2. In this Petri dish below, list specific things that were discovered thanks to the microscope. 10. Move on the next page. Exercise 3. Zacharias Janssen and his son contributed to the development of the microscope. Fill in the graph below with information about their invention. What kind of microscope did they invent? When did they create it? How many lenses did it have? How much was it able to magnify objects? And what was the problem with their microscope? Then we're gonna circle the correct answer. How did Hooke invent his microscope? Sorry, when did Hooke invent his microscope? 2. How many lenses did it use? 3. What sample did Hooke look at under the microscope? And that's it for today. We read too much today. See you tomorrow.